Hi, I am Jane McCampbell-Stuart. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, a certified EMDR therapist, and a certified professional co-active coach. And today I'm going to be talking about the topic of feeling safe when we are safe. Now, many of us who live with constant anxiety grew up in environments that were maybe chaotic, maybe violent, maybe unpredictable, or maybe we just had a caretaker who had enough of their own depression and anxiety going on that they weren't able to respond to our needs and allow us to feel safe as children. And so what we developed was the tendency to live constantly on the verge of that fight or flight response, where our nervous system was regularly geared up to be able to run away or to fight if we needed to, or if things were really bad and we actually thought that we were facing death, to go down into that freeze response. When we were little, it makes sense. We didn't have the voice or the choice or the strength to be able to protect ourselves. But as adults, we're usually in a different situation, but sometimes out of habit, we retain that constant hypervigilance from childhood. The key to being able to break that automatic pattern is to start noticing those moments when we are safe. And I would suggest that, given that you've got a couple of moments to watch this video, there are times in your life where actually you are safe and you're just not stopping to notice them. And the key to dealing with that constant hypervigilance is noticing those moments. So what I invite you to do now is to start by creating an imaginary container. And there are two rules about containers. One is that they can't be transparent. The other rule is that they need to have a lid so that nothing can sneak out unless you actually bring it out. So go ahead and think about what imaginary container would work for you. As you think about your container, think about its color. Think about its weight. Think about its texture. And when you are ready, think about all of the things that maybe you are concerned about that are not going on right now, and allow them to go into your container. Sometimes people imagine this as a mist or steam coming off of you and going into your container. Other times people remember that old Windows icon where pieces of paper flutter from one box to another. Whatever method works for you, just imagine that anything that you don't have to deal with right in this moment can go into your container, not to be thrown away, just to be laid there gently until you have time to attend to them. And once you think that everything is in your container, take a deep breath and then make a butterfly and come just under the collarbone, and noticing how your body feels with everything contained, you go tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Take a deep breath and notice your body. The next step that I'm going to invite you to do is to check in with the environment around you. Have a look up at the ceiling, look out at the walls, look out of the window. If there's anybody in your environment, take a look at them. Is there anybody concerning or dangerous? Is there anything concerning or dangerous? And my guess is that if you've got time to watch this video right now, that actually you're in a moment of peace and that there's nothing immediately threatening or dangerous in your environment, but you want to check it out. If there's a bear standing outside of your car looking at your Krispy Kreme donut, you are not safe right now, and we don't want you to feel safe. But if there's nothing immediately concerning going on, and you are safe right now, you can notice that. And as you notice that, take a deep breath and check in with your body and ask yourself, is it okay to feel safe when I am safe? And if you sense that you get a yes from your body, you say, it's okay to feel safe when I am safe. And I am safe now. And then we make our butterfly again. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. And take a deep breath. And now, having everything in our container that we don't need to worry about right now, and having established that our environment is safe, we're going to check in with the body. And we're going to look and see if there's anything in the body right now that is concerning. Note that we might not be comfortable, but there's a differentiation between being comfortable and being safe. So as we check in with the body, if there's nothing that we immediately need to attend to, we can make sure that the body is safe. And if the body is safe, we can again say, it's okay to feel safe when I am safe, and I am safe now. If you want to, you can take the butterfly out again. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. And notice what it is that you're feeling. Notice how it is to feel safe when you are safe. And so that you can access this state more quickly, it can help to come up with a cue word. Sometimes people find putting a color on that cue word is helpful. So maybe the cue word blue. Sometimes somebody might come up with another name for it. I used the name of my beloved cat, Barney, who died last year. And when I say Barney, or when some clients say blue, that immediately cues them to this is a safe moment. So think about whatever your cue word is and say tap, 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 tap. It's okay to feel safe when I am safe. I am safe now. And the cue word to bring me back to the state is blue, or Barney, or whatever your keyword is. I now invite you to practice checking in with yourself throughout the day. Look around your environment. Am I safe now? Is it okay to feel safe when I am safe? Is there anything that needs my attention right now? And if it doesn't, it can go into my container. I can scan. I can recognize that I'm safe. I can allow myself to be safe in the moment. Thank you for watching.